Courage to Love.
The museum that whispered to fingertips.
When the Woodland Elementary School bus came to a stop in front of the Wonders of Nature Museum, Foxy Fiona was the first to hop off. Her nose immediately caught the special scent in the air mix of old paper and pine wood, like opening a magical box full of history's secrets. Sunlight streamed through stained glass windows, casting dancing rainbow patterns on the cool marble floor as if welcoming every little explorer. A gentle breeze carried the faint fragrance from the distant garden, making all the children wide-eyed with excitement. "Everyone, look, glowing rocks," Kitty Mitzi whispered, standing on tiptoe as she gazed up at the giant amethyst geode hanging in the center of the hall. The crystals sparkled with mysterious light, like stars fallen from the night sky right into the museum. Other children gathered around, murmuring in amazement. Little bunny Luna even tried jumping to touch the shiny crystals, though she always fell just short. The children scattered through the hall like colorful beads, following the slow and clear explanations from Mr. Tortoise. His shell carried a pair of reading glasses that swayed gently with his movements. "This Stegosaurus spike is taller than all of you," he said, tapping the display case with his cane, making a clear, ringing sound. But he was a gentle plant eater who loved fresh green ferns best. Fiona and Mitzi pressed their faces against the cool glass, watching light flow through the fossil's cracks, almost hearing the heavy footsteps of dinosaurs from long ago shaking the earth. In the ancient ocean zone, blue lighting made the whole space feel underwater. Fossils of various sea creatures rested quietly in display cases, telling stories from millions of years ago. Little fish Nina curiously counted the fin spines of an ancient fish fossil, while Squirrely Chip became fascinated with a giant shell fossil, imagining how enormous its owner must have been. But Fiona noticed her friend Milo Mouse standing alone in a corner of the hall, a puzzled expression on his face. The little detective who could always sniff out 3 acorns underground was now carefully measuring the edges of a description sign with his paw, his nose twitching as he tried to understand. 500 legs, Milo murmured, his tail swaying nervously. How can a bug have more legs than body? His ears quivered with concentration, as if trying to turn the words he heard into pictures in his mind. Fiona felt like the crystal's glow had dimmed somewhat. She nudged beside Milo, letting her friend's paw rest on her fluffy tail. "The trilobite fossil looks like a flat acorn shell," she described softly, with wave patterns carved all over, row after row like Mama's comb, ... like an acorn. Milo's whiskers perked up, but then drooped again. "But acorns are brown, and teacher said they lived in the blue sea." Confusion made his paws curl into little fuzzy balls, his voice filled with disappointment. Back in the forest that evening, moonlight stretched Fiona's shadow long. She crouched outside Curator Oliver's office window, seeing piles of fossil guidebooks and research tools under the lamplight. Tap tap, the bone specimens swayed gently with her knocking, making interesting sounds. "Grandpa Olive," Fiona breathed through the window gap. "My friend Milo can't see the exhibits, but he really wants to know what the fossils look like. Could we make a talking acorn shell for him? Something he can touch to see the ocean." The old owl's round spectacles slid down his beak, his feathers shimmering with surprise. "Dear little detective, you found the most important key our museum has been missing." He unrolled a large blueprint showing a wonderful new invention, the Touch Discovery Pods. These devices would let every child feel the shape of exhibits with their fingertips while hearing vivid descriptions. For 7 moonlit nights, the museum's basement workshop hummed with activity. Raccoon craftsmen stirred magic clay with honey, carefully copying the finest details of each fossil. Nightingale transformed knowledge into beautiful songs, now touching Steggy's dinner plate. The bumpy rim curls like lettuce leaves, munching sounds like raindrops on leaves. Most wonderful were the glow buttons that released gentle explanations like dandelion seeds floating into each child's ears. On opening day, Milo was led by his friends to the mushroom-shaped news station. It glowed with warm light, featuring various shaped buttons and models, ready to dive into ancient seas. Fiona asked, guiding her friend's paw onto the cool trilobite model, her voice full of expectation. As Milo's fingertips met the wavy ridges, soft ocean sounds filled the hall, accompanied by a warm narration. You're touching a trilobite's armor, curved like half a walnut shell tilde. The mountain ridge protected its soft body. Hundreds of tiny legs rode like oars. Milo's paws suddenly began to dance excitedly, moving from the head shield to the jagged tail. I understand. Not long legs, many legs. Like Mama's comb teeth. Now I can see it swimming on the ocean floor. Other children gathered around, curious about the touch station. Hedgehog Harry closed his eyes while carefully feeling the Stegosaurus spike replica. So many tiny holes in the bone, like a beehive. I can almost imagine blood flowing through them. Hippo Hank nuzzled the crystal model, saying with delight, the song says purple is iron singing, so stones can sing too. When Mitzi discovered buttons could switch to bird voice guides, the hall instantly filled with waves of amazed sounds, like a morning forest coming alive. Little Turtle Tommy even found that tapping a special button produced the sound of ancient dinosaur footsteps. Exhibits, once hurried past, now woke as living stories under exploring fingers, every detail becoming vivid and interesting. Mr. Tortoise tapped his cane gently on the floor. The fossil wall echoed like rippling water, a call from ancient times. In the sudden hush, Milo raised his shining paws, a brilliant smile blooming on his face. Fingers can see too. My fingertips feel like they're glowing. In that magical moment, every child discovered that when we explore the world in different ways, it reveals more wonderful aspects, just like the various mushrooms that appear after rain in the forest, each with its own unique beauty. The dinosaur shadows on the wall wrapped gently around all little explorers, every crack whispering stories from ancient times. The museum was no longer just a place for old objects, but had become a magical garden of discovery where every child could find their own way to touch, listen, and feel the wonders of our world. And in that shared moment of understanding, they learned that the world becomes brighter when we include everyone in its wonders.